So go back to those, like, walk us through that time when you were like, dude, like you're living in a house, you're behind in your rent, you don't have the money for the electricity, you're flushing your toilets with the bottles of water, like you bought it, right? So, flea infested, like 3 kids at that
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Um, like, how was your relationship with your spouse? Because like there's so many divorces out there because of, like, financial troubles, husband's not making enough money, wife is demanding so much, or there are certain expectations. Like, how was your, like, overall relationship during that period of time? When you're freaking broke, dude, you cannot even, like, pay for the electricity.
It had its challenges, but it also was when you have nothing and all you have is each other, if you've got the right person, it pulls you closer. And I think we were very close. And honestly, when you go through really difficult times, I think that's where some of the best memories are made. And you look back on it, and like to this day, 2 days ago, she was like, uh, she asked one of the kids to go get some precious metal and put it around their food. And to everyone else, that's like, wait, what? But we had no aluminum foil back then. And so we were like, we called aluminum foil precious metal because we didn't have any. So there was no way to like save any food or anything at the time. And so, we take those kind of like fond little like things that we nicknamed things at the time, and still relish those moments and memories today. But every season, and I was fortunate in that growing up, I had kind of one prayer, one aspiration. It was to find the right partner for me when I had nothing, so that when I had everything, I would know that they were there for the right reasons. Because in the world that we live in today, everything is so material. And so it's really difficult to know if someone loves you because they love you, or if they love you because of what you can do for them or provide for them. And it's one of those things that we've gone through hell and back together from a circumstantial perspective. And looking back at it, we laugh now. We don't always laugh. I mean, there are definitely things that were, God, so hard during that time. But every season, hard or not circumstantially, has its own challenges or blessings in the moment when speaking of a personal relationship like that. And you can have everything materially and have a horrible relationship with a spouse because of other reasons. So at that time, though, I was just grateful to have a rock. She was my rock during that period. She kept me grounded. She kept me motivated. She supported me when I was feeling like a failure. I mean, you go through moments like that of feeling so low that like even suicide's not off the
Yeah.
table, and you've got that person that's like, hey, you got this. You're gonna figure this out. And it's more than just battling the spouse. Sometimes it's battling the in-laws or even your own family,
Yeah.
where they're like, go just get a job,
Get a
just give up
job.
on
Yep.
your dreams, go
Yep.
do
Yep.
this.
Dude, I've
And
been there. Your situation is so kind of reminiscent to what I went through back in 2007 and 8 and 9. Like, I had an agent that asked me a couple of weeks ago, it's like, what was one of the reasons of your success in business and everything else that you do? And I said, my wife. And he's like, why, your wife? She's not in the business. I was like, you don't understand. A wife or a spouse in general um, is very important. She can make you or she can break you. And I remember the days, dude, when, like, I had a luxury transportation business from 2003 to 2012. But in 2007, when the entire real estate market imploded, here in Arizona, we're like the epicenter, Arizona, Nevada, Florida, right? Dude, like, I lost everything. Like, I lost all of my rental properties. I was $500,000 in debt. I had 40 employees. Most of them were gone. Half of my vehicles were repossessed by the banks. Like, and my wife is pregnant with our second child, and she's freaking out because we're losing our home. We're losing our home, and I don't have any means of providing. So I said, you know what? Why don't you fly out to parents, and they live on the East Coast, they live in New York, and I'll try to figure these things out here. And it was tough. I think the toughest point of my life was when our son was born, Zach. He was born in New York. I was not there. And the reason I was not there is because I didn't have any money to fly out there. And I said it to myself. I said, damn, I would never do this again to my family. I'll never do this to myself. And yeah, there were moments where honestly, I just didn't feel like getting out of the bed. I mean, there were moments where like I was actually thinking about, like you said, suicidal thoughts, right? Like I cannot provide for my family. I cannot provide for them. And that was just the lowest point of my life. So 100%, like in your situation, it's definitely more to the next level, dude. But like I remember those days. And what sticks out the most is the fact that my wife during this period of time, she never questioned me. She never doubted me. She never said, I told you so. She never said, go get another job or anything like that. She had full confidence and trust in me, in us moving forward and getting it to the next level. That's what happened, dude. Yeah.
Yep. And that's what it takes. Because if she had walked away, who knows what thought would have won,
Exactly. So